Tom Coburn joining me now. Senator, you oppose these mandates that are within the healthcare reform law where you've got to buy insurance. You say that that's unconstitutional. Do you think you think that Elena Kagan, if she's confirmed, she would say it is constitutional? Is that where you're coming from on this?
Yeah, I think she totally ignores the Constitution when it comes to enumerated powers. Matter of fact, if you look at the problems that we're in today as a nation, it's because Congress, as well as the Supreme Court, has ignored what our founders talked about in terms of utilization of the Commerce Clause. They actually warned against it. And I have no doubt with her view on an expansive Commerce Clause that probably anything Congress would want to do, she would find that it did not violate the Constitution.
It seems, having looked at some of these hearings, it seemed like she clammed up. It wouldn't really give a direct response. But I guess, can she give a direct response? I mean, she cannot pass judgment on something that might come before her if she is confirmed. She can't say it, can she?
Well, but she said everything but that. She said a couple of things, Stuart, that I think are very important for the American public. Number one is that precedent outweighs original intent. So that means she doesn't care what original intent. She just got through telling me that she would not answer a question on whether we had unalienable rights. She refused to answer the question. So if we don't have unalienable rights and we have an expansive Commerce Clause, then we have a government that gives us our rights, which I refuse to believe they come from our government. I think they're ours through natural rights, and that the government can do anything it wants, and which is the problem we face as a nation today with a government that's so expansive, so expensive, and so failing in so many areas.
Does it matter? She replaces another liberal on the court, Justice Stevens. It's kind of one for one in, one out. Does it really matter in the great scheme of things?
Sure. Yes, absolutely. Because if, in fact, we're ever going to get back in control of our federal government, we've got to have justices that at least defer to the Constitution in terms of what they talked about in terms of enumerated powers. And I mean, her embrace of a wide open Commerce Clause and whether or not it affects the economy is just, it's unbelievable she embraces it as wide as she does.
Well, do you put her on the far left? I'm putting a political spectrum spin on this. Do you think she's far left out? I mean, is she in line with Justice Ginsburg, for example?
Oh, I think well, I don't, how do you know? I don't know Justice Ginsburg and all her thought. I know how she's ruled, but I'm not sure I could characterize her. I mean, she is liberal in her thought and her actions and her politics and in her advocacy. The American people have to decide that. What we're supposed to be deciding on is whether or not there's any fatal flaw in her capability to be a justice of the Supreme Court, and I think I've found 3.
Okay. Senator Coburn, she is going to be confirmed, though, is she not?
Well, I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Okay, yes, sir. Senator Tom Coburn, a pleasure. Thanks for joining us, sir. Thank you.
Good to see you, Stuart.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Nearly 2 years after